I'm Jim Vickers, editor of Ohio Magazine, and it's my pleasure to bring you along on this great Ohio road trip to Canton and Stark County. Ohio Magazine shares the beauty, the adventure, and the fun of life in our state, and this month we've teamed up with Visit Canton to be your guide. Today, we check out a place that celebrates the legends of professional football, a destination dedicated to our 25th president, and a fun museum that highlights the lore and pop culture impact of trolls. So hop in, buckle up, and let's hit the road. The Pro Football Hall of Fame celebrates the legends of the gridiron and delves deep into the story of the game. The museum traces the history of the professional sport's first century, showcases the teams that have reached the pinnacle of the Super Bowl, and highlights the greats who take the field today. Fans can enjoy 2 immersive film presentations and stand face-to-face with the giants of the NFL in the Hall of Fame gallery.
So I would say right where we are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame gallery is one of the most iconic portions of the hall. You can tell when fans get to the entrance of the gallery, it's like they finally have hit the exhibit that they came here to see. It's a bucket list trip for so many people, and people are just so excited to see whoever their favorite Hall of Famer might be, their actual bust here in the Hall of Fame.
During our 25th president's time in Congress, William McKinley and Ida Saxton McKinley lived in downtown Canton. Today, the Saxton McKinley House is part of the National First Lady's Historic Site, and visitors can take guided tours of the property. The home is paired with an education center just down the street that shares how the role of the First Lady has evolved over time. If your troll knowledge tops out with the adorable dolls of your youth, a visit to the Troll Hole Museum and Alliance is for you. Founder Sherry Groom's tribute to the troll shares not only where they appear in pop culture, but also the lore surrounding these mythical creatures. Visitors experience the museum by way of a guided tour that ends with the opportunity to check out Groom's impressive Guinness World Record collection of trolls.
Sherry Groom is a collector of all of the troll dolls. She started collecting when she was just a kid. She got her first troll as a Christmas present, and then it was kind of a casual collection from there. When they discovered that they had enough trolls to beat the Guinness World Record, they decided to open the museum. And then because of the interest in the museum, people started sending donations, so then the collection just kind of blew up from there.
Founded in 1935, the Canton Museum of Art's permanent collection focuses on works on paper from the 19th century forward and American ceramics from the 1950s through today. Items on display from the permanent collection and special exhibitions change throughout the year. Located 12 miles away, the Massillon Museum offers insight into local art and history with collections of photography, domestic artifacts, circus memorabilia, and more. The museum includes an exhibit dedicated to football legend Paul Brown, who went to high school and coached in Massillon, before going on to serve as founder and coach of both the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The McKinley National Memorial sits on a hill in the city the former president called home. The William McKinley Presidential Library and Museum built nearby tells not only McKinley's story, but also the story of Stark County. It also dedicates space to science, which was of particular interest to the president. There's a first-floor discovery space for kids and a second-floor gallery that traces Stark County's evolution from newly settled territory to center of industry.
The McKinley Presidential Library and Museum is also the Stark County Historical Society, so we have a dual mission to preserve local history and also presidential history. So we do both. And in our exhibits, we have all of it from soup to nuts. We have a science center that's interactive. We have McKinley Gallery. We have the Street of Shops, which is an indoor town. And then the Stark County Story, which is the story of our county, which is the community that created a president.
This hangar full of military aircraft is a labor of love, and volunteers here spend countless hours bringing storied flying machines back to museum-grade quality. Maps Air Museum in North Canton welcomes visitors to see the dozens of aircraft displayed here, and a tour guide will be happy to show you around. The museum also features displays of military artifacts and exhibits dedicated to Ohioans who have served our nation in the armed forces. Thanks for joining us, and thanks to our partner Visit Canton. Go to visitcanton.com to learn more about these and other destinations throughout Stark County. For more great Ohio road trips, visit ohiomagazine.com/roadtrips.